Hi guys, welcome to my second video. This is kind of like my everyday look that I like to put on. I love like neutrals and I'm really feeling like a lighter lip with, you know, the blonde hair, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy and have fun. So here I'm using a primer spray slash setting spray that I made myself. Let me know if you guys want the DIY recipe on that, but I saved so much money by doing this myself and I get nearly the same effect. And now I'm using the E.L.F primer for poreless skin, or poreless primer. And I like to keep a towel near me handy just in case I need to wipe my hands or something. Now I'm using the 100% Pure Flawless Full Coverage Foundation in Peach Bisque. I mean, I wouldn't say that it's super full coverage for a vegan foundation, but since it is vegan and all natural, it minimizes my breakouts, especially during the winter season. And I'm using a damp beauty blender to spread everything across my face and make it look flawless. Now I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Creamy Beige. It's the same color as my skin tone, and I just like to use it for like extra coverage on dark areas on my face, like my mouth, around my nose, and under my eyes. And I'm using it to prime my eyelids as well, to make it ready for eyeshadow. Now I'm blending it with a beauty blender using the butt still. The butt. Oh, I have eczema on my forehead. Ugh. Anyways, going in with more foundation around my cheeks area just to cover up my acne scarring. And you might see me press it into my skin a little bit harder around my cheeks and my nose because I do have pores and uneven skin around my cheeks. Now I'm going to go in with the Fit Me Stick Foundation in Toffee, and I'm just going to go around the perimeters of my face because I have a round face and I kind of want it to look more slimmed out. So I'm going to put it on the sides of my chin to give me a cute little chin, and it's broken. I got to put it back into place. And I'm going to pounce it on with my beauty blender again. Now I'm going to take the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Beautiful Bronze to contour the rest of my face. I'm going to go a little bit above where my cheeks hollow out just so there's a cleaner line when I spread it out later. And it gives me more room to blend it in. And I'm contouring my nose a little bit, just on the bridge and a little bit on the bottom of the tip. Now I'm blending it out with the butt of the beauty blender, but I'm pinching it together to make like a thinner sponge type application. And I'm going up the sides of my temples. Now I'm using the same method to blend out the contour on my nose, and I know it looks a little too contoured right now, but I'm going to clean it up later and it's going to look way smoother and slimmer. I'm going to go back to light ivory concealer and I'm going to line the center of my nose, and I'm going to make the tip a little bit rounded to give me a cute little button nose. And I'm blending everything out with the tip of my beauty blender. Now I'm going back in with that blending brush and making sure I don't have any harsh edges. I'm blending in the warm taupe with the colors in my crease. It doesn't have any additional product on it. It's just a clean blending brush that I'm using to go back and forth and blending everything together. Now I'm using an E.L.F contour brush. I think it's a pencil brush actually, and I'm taking the bottom two colors again, going under my bottom eyelid thing, waterline, and I'm smoking that out, basically mimicking everything that I did on top on the bottom as well. And I'm taking an Eco Tools flat brush to go back into that warm taupe and going along the lash line over there. Give it a little bit more depth. And again, mimicking what I did on Todd. Now I'm going in with a Wet n Wild gel liner in black, and I'm using the Anastasia number 12 brush, the double-ended one, and I'm using that to put eyeliner on. So the reason why I put the product on the back of my hand before I put the eyeliner on is so that it can warm up a little bit and be a little bit more easier to work with, because I find that the Wet n Wild product itself can be a little dry sometimes, and I don't have any of that fluid to make it like thinner, and the brush just helps everything blend in a little bit more. And I'm gonna clean it up later with another Wet n Wild liner, but this kind of just helps me put a lot of product on and have it be even, because yeah, 9 times out of 10 your girl loves a thick eyeliner. And I like to go out like sideways. I don't like to make it connect to the end of my eyebrow, just because I think it complements my eye shape a little bit better that way. I've tried it the other way before and it's just So here's the eyeliner that I was telling you guys about. Oh, but before I do that, I'm gonna go in my Z palette with my Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighters, and I'm using Crushed Pearl for my inner corner and my tear duct, I guess you could say. I really like this color. It's so bright and it's so pretty. I like to go out a little bit past into my nose too. It kind of complements the nose contour. So here I am with that eyeliner, and I'm just cleaning up the edges and the inner corners and such. Sorry it's not focused, guys. I'm still getting used to everything. I'm gonna do better next time, I promise. Sorry if I'm like looking into the corner over there, because that's where my viewfinder is, so I'm just trying to see my angles and stuff. Alright. Ooh. So I kind of mess it up here. Like, you can kind of just see me falling into a pit of eyeliner despair, and then yeah, I mean, I didn't film like me cleaning it up with a Q-tip, but as I was doing it, I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no, ah! I'm using the Duo adhesive for eyelashes, and it's the latex free kind and the one that dries dark. I really like the ones that dry dark because it just saves me a lot of time from, you know, going back in with an eyeliner with like glue that you can still see and stuff like that. So it just makes everything blend better together. And the eyelashes that I'm using are the Ardell 203s, the double up kinds. Oh my god, these are so pretty. These are like my favorite lashes right now. Oh gosh, they just look good with everything, you know, like if you want your eyes to just stand out. And especially with like my eye shape, I really have to look for eyelashes that are fluffier like in the middle part instead of like the outer corner, just because it complements my eye shape more and make them look more round, you know. Sorry I'm out of frame, but I'm basically just finishing up my eyes, and I used a Rimmel nude liner, the retractable kind, in my inner waterline, and then I just put mascara on my bottom lashes. Now I'm using a NYX microbrow pencil to fill in my eyebrows, and I'm using the color Espresso. It's a little bit lighter than my natural hair color. You can see my natural hair is black for my eyebrows. Just wanted it to balance the blonde a little bit. I didn't want to do my actual color and then, you know, just make it look too harsh against the blonde hair. Now I'm using this little mini fluffy brush from my Eco Tools set, and I'm going in with my blush. It's this Forever 21 blush. Actually, I really like this palette. They're really pigmented, and I just really enjoy like being able to play with them. And I'm using the kind of like terracotta shade. I go all the way back there to put on my blush because since I do have a round face, I want to concentrate the color like away from the center, because I feel like when it's more concentrated in the center of my face. It makes me look more round, and my cheeks look chubbier or like rounder or something like that. But yeah, I still kind of bring it into the front just so I have a little bit of color. Now I'm using an E.L.F. stippling brush, the small one. And I'm using it with Colourpop's Highly Wasted highlighter. Oh my god, this highlighter is so pretty. I just put it on the high points of my cheeks and over here by the side of my temples, kind of blending it all in together. And now I'm going to pull out my Bare Minerals face palette, and I'm using the lightest color over here to highlight as like a base before I go in with like a shinier highlight. Like this gives you that like glow from within highlight that I just love, and I'm using a Trish McEvoy fan brush. Going back to my highlighter Z palette, I'm using Bubbly and what is this, Starburst? Like a combination of it to use as like the final highlight. I love putting on different kinds of highlights. You know, it just adds so much dimension to the highlight and just a beautiful glow. And I'm putting that on the high points of my face again. And I'm taking this smaller Wet n Wild brush for my nose, the bridge of my nose, and the tip of my nose, my chin, my cupid's bow, my brow bone on the bottom where my eyeshadow is, and on top of my eyebrow. Totally forgot to put gel on my eyebrow, so I'm going in the E.L.F. eyebrow gel right now. Really feeling the messy, fluffy brow. It took me so long to grow my eyebrows out, so I'm pretty proud of where they're at right now. Now I'm using this Colourpop lip liner in Tootsi. I love the formula of their lip liners. Oh my god, so smooth. Then I'm going in with NYX Suede lip cream right after. I overline a little bit because I like the plumper effect, and I'm using Softly Spoken. It's like a really nice, like neutral, everyday kind of lip cream. I love the formula. It's so smooth and comfortable. Now I'm going in with this mint lip gloss that my friend gave me for Christmas like a few years ago. It's so shiny and pretty. Aww. I love how it looks on top of this whole lip look thing. And yeah, that's it basically, guys. Oh yeah, one last spritz of my setting spray thing. Thank you guys for sticking through my whole video. I hope you guys really enjoy it somewhat. Yeah. But please like, comment, and subscribe if you guys like what you see, and give me any suggestions of what you might want to see next. But yeah, this whole process has been amazing so far. Definitely a huge upgrade from my last video. I finally figured out how to completely work this DSLR that I have the privilege of using, and I just figured out all the programs and taught myself via YouTube. And yeah, I mean, information is so accessible, it's crazy, right? So hopefully my videos just get better from now. But so sorry about the iPhone video quality. I have to upgrade my memory card as well, so that's gonna be done in the near future. Alright, thanks again, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Deuces.